All right, we're here with our World Series run montage. We're getting right into it to our first game. Bobby Miller on the mound. Alfonso is put into the lineup. This was right when Alfonso came out. That's when I did this World Series run. So he is a brand new addition at the time of making this. So he is our newest guy to make it to the team. We'll see if he can hold his own. I really liked him last year, so I really want him to do good this year. I didn't like his 87 earlier on in the year, but it's a different card, really. George Brett's going to lead us off with a single against Jackson Jobe. And Alfonso Soriano gets an inside two-seam. I'm under it, but welcome to ship it. It's a homer. This will be a voiceover, obviously. I found myself not focusing enough, even when I did lack of live commentary, but live commentary. So I just decided, let's just focus right up, and I'll do voiceovers. It's really not that big of a deal. We got like 5 or 6 games going on here. We'll just voice over them. So we scored 2 in the first inning. Bobby Miller, he's going to have no problem through his first inning. Joe Mauer's going to make the play. I think by the end of this video, I will make a plan to say who was my most valuable player and who was like my least. Just to give me an idea of like who I think should really be gone and who should never. Albert Pujols is going to lead off with a single in the second here. Joe Mauer is going to make a decent little swing, poke it out to right field. Jackson Jobe, man, I don't know what this guy's thinking having him in his rotation. Jackson Jobe is not it. Bobby Miller, he's going to make a decent little swing, but that is going to be an out. We hit into a double play right before that to make it so it's 2 out. So we score none in the second, but we're still up 2-0. And we do have Bobby Miller on the mound after all. He's going to strike out Frank Thomas, making him look silly. Khalil Watson's going to look silly on the outlier fastball. All right, Blanco's going to roll over a nice blown away slider. Try to get 3 strikeouts on the inning, but couldn't. Alfonso's back up. This is technically his debut. He's going to hit a ball right into the gap, so he's starting off 2 for 2 with 2 extra base hits, a home run and a double. He's looking fucking great so far. Carlos Delgado's coming up. He's going to get a nice hanging curveball, but I do miss it. That doesn't leave, right? I don't remember. Oh my god, that left. Hey, I didn't choose ship it. He did. All right, not my doing. I don't get on a curveball at all, yet it's still somehow a bomb. Mike Trout gonna absolutely destroy, fucking lace that ball. It's gonna end up being a double. I definitely could have turned that into a triple with that 94 speed. Babe Ruth is gonna roll over pitch very early on a circle change. Ugly ass hit, but I poke it out for a single. Yet again, could have ran home Mike Trout. I'm being a little too safe. But it's Albert Pujols up. He's gonna get the job done. He's gonna actually fly out. It looked like it could have possibly gotten down, but he's got a, I'm pretty sure Mike Trout out there in center. He's a fast one. We're up 5-0 though. Joe Mauer up. He's going to absolutely lace a 4-seam fastball, and it's going to be just short of being enough to leave, which would have given us a 7-0 lead. Probably would have made him quit. Striking out Jackson Jobe dead in that inning. Nothing special, but just showing he had another smooth inning for himself. Did nothing in the 4th offensively. But we have another smooth inning with Bobby Miller. He does get on that pitch quite a bit, but just can be flat in front of the wall. No problem. Mike Trout back up. We're actually going to end up striking out with him. I looked a bit silly right there. Yeah, we're not doing great offensively for the last few innings, but Bobby Miller is just, he's looking amazing, man. 6 strikeouts through 5 innings so far. Not a full 5, but 6 strikeouts. And he's going to be 6 strikeouts through 5. But he's, I don't even know if he's given up a hit. I don't remember showing. Yeah, no, he's throwing a no-hitter through 5 right now. Holy fuck. I think he's throwing a perfect game through 5. Albert Pujols gets a, not a leadoff hit, but he hits a single. Perfect. Joe Mauer's coming back up. He's getting all over that. Circle change. And it's an out. I thought it was going to be a hit. It looked like it was going to be a hit no matter what, but Pujols gets caught running. That's a double play. So far, man, Joe Mauer has not looked good for us. He looked good in All-Star and BR, but he's not looked good otherwise. In the 6th inning, though, yeah, the no-hitter's broken. The perfect game is broken. We strike out a batter, and then he gets a hit. But I don't even know who that was, but fuck him. Is that Adley? I gave a fucking hit to Adley, out of all people, for the no-hitter to be broken for Bobby. Gets his 8th strikeout. And Ketel Marte's just going to pop up to end the 6th. So we're winning by 5 going to the 7th inning. And he's only given up, Bobby Miller's only given up 1 hit so far. You can see he's pitching with Rafael Devers, so, you know, Kind of getting the vibe he's given up. It's kind of over here. We've already won the game. It's 5-0. He's pitching with a he's pitching with a positional player. Bobby Miller's going to hit a gapper. I mean, yeah, you put a position player out there, even Bobby Miller's going to fucking rake. He's actually going to bring in a run on that, so we're up 6-0 now. George Brett up. He's going to hit a fucking nuke. I mean, come on. Sinker loan into him. Hits a no-doubter to right field. We are up 8-0. George Brett with a nice swing there. Delgado's going to walk. I mean, the guy couldn't even find the strike zone after that. Mike Trout. Holy fuck. It's going to make some nice contact, but it's going to be a lineout. Nice play by the third baseman. And then Babe Ruth's just going to ground out. So we do score 2. Definitely didn't score as much as we should. Soriano's not going to be able to make that play. And he's going to end up getting a lead. Not a leadoff hit, but he's going to get it in the 7th here. Not going to get lucky there. No bloop or anything. Kind of the contact you'd expect. And yeah, man, he's really giving up. I mean, he's just advancing his runner to second. He's trying to get these innings over with. This guy clearly was grinding his innings by the end. And so at this point, he's like, I'm not going to quit, but I don't want to, like, you know, I want the innings to go by quickly. He's pitching with Khalil Watson this time. We end up hitting a 2-run shot with Bryson Stott. So at this point, we can mercy him. We're up 10-0. George Brett back up. He's going to hit a ball right to right field. Going to pull it. Looks to be a double, and it will be. So George Brett's got a double and a homer for himself. And I think a single. Alfonso's going to line at third base, though, so we are going to be going into the bottom of the 8th with a 10-0 lead, trying for Bobby Miller to get his complete game shutout with a mercy. I think he gets his 10th or 11th strikeout right there. I mean, he's pitching a fucking gem, man. Gets the same hit he got just the inning before. Alfonso couldn't get to it again, but he's just going to run it out. He does. That's the interesting thing. He doesn't want to try and score a run so that, like, he doesn't get mercied, but he's going for innings clearly, but I don't know. It's kind of weird. Well, the game's ended in 8 innings. We mercy rule our opponent. Bobby Miller pitches a fucking gem for us. Gets player of the game. 8 innings, 3 hits, 10 strikeouts, nowhere, no walks. Beautiful game from him. Alfonso Soriano ended up getting 2 hits. I think he went 2 for 4, homer and a double. This game we got Randy Johnson on the mound. Lineup's just going to look the same. Going to stick with the same looking lineup. I mean, pretty sure I stick with it through the entire World Series run. Nothing really does bad enough for them to not work. Record of our second opponent, 94-61. And he's actually going to start off with a home run in the first inning against Randy Johnson. It was a no-doubter, too, because his runner was just walking right away. Saul Goodman, his creative player, hit the homer. I'm going to strike him at the end of the first, though. Did kind of scare me when I noticed he hit a homer off Randy in the first, though. That guy usually never gets hit. But Alfonso's going to start us off with a double, though, with 1 out. So we are attacking right back because he's got Tarek Skubal on the mound. Nothing compared to Randy Johnson. Mike Trout, though, he's going to roll over a 2 out. We're not going to score a run in the first, so we are going to be down going into the second. He's going to get a cheesy little hit down the line with 1 out in the second, so we're kind of getting worried, you know. This is 2 innings in a row where he's hitting the ball. But he's just going to line out to third base. Let's get in the second. So no problem, really. Just a cheesy little hit, and that's it. Babe Ruth. Couldn't fucking tell you how Babe Ruth did this. Looks like it's going to be a flyout. His right fielder doesn't get to it. Babe Ruth somehow turned that into a double. Couldn't tell you. Doesn't make any fucking sense. But Albert Pujols, I mean, this guy's a fucking beast. I love Albert Pujols, man. He's so fucking good. Blown away fastball. Albert Pujols all over it. Crushes it for a 2-run shot. Just like that, we have a lead. Bryson Stott, he's going to hit a nice ball to left field for a double. We're getting right over these outfielders' heads. I don't know exactly who his outfielders are, but they clearly are not fast if they're not getting to any of these. George Brett, he's just going to fly out to left field. Looked like it was going to carry for a homer, but his left fielder makes a play like that. I mean, like, you're not going to run down that last ball, but then you're going to fucking catch something like that? What the fuck? Going to strike out a batter here for, I think, his 3rd or 4th. Alfonso, good effort, I guess. I don't know. Alfonso tried to rob himself. Gonna hit that batter, apparently. I don't know how to feel about that. And then Eduardo Escobar, man, with 2 on and 1 out. He's gonna hit it just in front of the wall. Wall scraper home run for Eduardo Escobar, and Randy's giving up 4 runs. Something Randy never does. is give up more than 3. I rarely see him give up 3. He's giving up 4 through 3. He's kind of getting shit on, but he's still looking strangely dominant. I say that, but I'm watching this back, and he's not particularly looking dominant. He's getting a strikeout here and there, but he can't even strike out Tarek Skubal, so who am I to say he's being dominant? So he's giving up 4 runs through 4 innings now, and we got to make a comeback. We're down by 2. Babe Ruth going to get down and get that 12-6. Beautiful swing. That one definitely deserved to lead. That was a nice swing. So now we make it a 1-run game. Albert Pujols up. They go back-to-back. Beautiful swing on the inside sinker. Yet again, man, Pujols is a beast. He is a fucking animal. Love that guy. Can't see how he's going to come in my lineup anytime soon. Joe Mauer gets a little stinky swing there for a fucking single. Gotta love that luck after back-to-back homers. Bryson Stott, beautiful swing on the lone away circle change. That shit is really fucking satisfying to hit, and that's actually going to give us a lead. We hit it into the gap enough they couldn't get it in time. So we're going to have a 1-run lead now in the 4th. We've made a comeback. George Brett up. He's going to make a nice swing. That's going to go into the gap. That's going to score another run, and now we're up 6-4. We now have a 2-run lead. Tarek Skubal kind of getting shit on, and now he's taken out. Devin Williams up, and he makes me look silly. I mean, that cutter's unfair, dude. The cutter with the fastball, he has such a fucking crazy, like, difference in his speeds. Another cheesy hit down the line. I mean, I got my cheesy hits. He's getting his cheesy hits. I realized, too, right there that Randy also only has 4 fucking strikeouts. 5 now. 5 strikeouts through 5 innings, 4 runs given up. Our Pujols up. I look silly on the cutter. I mean, that pitch is disgusting. He's going to roll over with Rafael Devers, and on a 2-run game, he quits. Blew my fucking mind. He scores 4 on Randy, and then all of a sudden he quits. We're up to 880 rating off that game. We're only 20 rating off of World Series. We got the creative player, the Menace, on the mound, facing Tom Seaver. Somebody I've never seen in the game yet, and I'm not really high on him. I was pretty shocked to see Tom Seaver, out of all people, up at 880 rating. The guy's record is actually, I'm pretty sure, pretty good. Yeah, 41-13, but I had the Menace on the mound. I had nothing to worry about, in my opinion. Alfonso Soriano, he's going to get a hit in the 1st here. Alfonso's been very good to start for us, man. Mike Trout, he's just going to strike out on a really awkward sinker. A sinker kind of just over the middle, but up is really awkward to me. We're going to strike out the 1st batter of the game. We're going to strike out the 2nd batter of the game. And we're going to strike out the 3rd batter of the game. The Menace just comes in, and he does what he does. You know, strikes out 3 people, no fucking problem. Albert Pujols up. He's going to pull one over the shift. He's going to beat it. He's going to start off with a single here. And Joe Mauer is going to absolutely crush a ball for a line out. And that, just like that, it's 2 out in the 2nd. And Bryson Stott just gets under the fastball. Hoping that it carries enough, but it doesn't. Just in front of the warning track. And we've kind of been shut down through these first 2 innings. But, I mean, so is he. 4 strikeouts for him through 5 batters. 5 strikeouts through 6 batters. No hits given up. No base runners. Alfonso going to look a little silly on that pitch. Going to end up striking out. But he's looking silly all game. 6 strikeouts through 7. 8 strikeouts. 8 strikeouts. Or, no, sorry. 7 strikeouts through not even a full 3 innings. 8 strikeouts through 3 innings. He's unfucking fair, man. I get a lot of people like the creative player at a position, but I mean, I find the starting rotation to be just unfair. Mike Trout finally going to put us on the board. Hits a fucking home run to right field on Tom Seaver. I mean, I don't know what was going on, man. Couldn't hit this card for shit through most of the game. Very, very inconsistent against Tom Seaver. Was not really expecting that. He's going to get a little cheese hit up the middle. Sadly, our creative player couldn't field it. Going to strike out the batter right after, though. So just like that, he's at 9 strikeouts. Gets hit down the line now, though, so now it looks like it's going to be a bit dangerous. Looks like he could possibly score that runner. 94 speed is running home. We do get the yellow bar, so he is going to score because of that. Our 3rd baseman couldn't field it cleanly. He's going to pop up. Looks like it could have gotten down, but Bryson Stott's fast, so we get 2, no problem. So he's giving up 1 run through 4. 9 strikeouts through 4. 2 hits. Still looked really good. Fucking Danny Dims, bro. If you know, you know. That shit's in my head. The Menace hits a ball well, but his hitting stats aren't really good enough to keep it going. That's going to be a rollover from, I think, Mike Trout. And it's going to be 5 innings done, no problem. Didn't get any strikeouts that inning. Carlos Delgado against Billy Wagner. Just going to ground out. Really, it's just been... This has been a pitching duel. Kind of been dead for the last few innings when it comes to offense on both sides. He's going to try and bunt to get a hit, and he does end up getting a hit that way. Pretty fucking nasty, but I do understand it. Going to end up striking him out, and he ends up getting his 10th strikeout. So he finally gets to double digits after 6 innings. Even though he was at 9 through, I think, 4. Mike Trout, man, he decided he's going to carry the offense today. He's going to end up hitting a nuke to right field. Ends up falling not out to the water. I thought it would. But yeah, he gives us a 1-run lead, and Babe Ruth ends up getting a hit right after him again. So just like that, there was no offense for the last 4 innings, and now we got 1 on, and we hit a homer. Joe Mauer all over a sinker over the middle, man, but couldn't hit it. Couldn't turn it into a hit. It's been a problem with Joe Mauer this entire World Series run. He's going to intentionally walk. I think that's Bryson Stott because that will bring up the pitcher, and I do think I bring out my graded player here. He doesn't have insane stamina, so I want to take advantage. Just take him out while I can and try and hit here. And I bring in Rafael Devers. He throws a fastball up and in. A huge mistake pitch. And Devers hits a bomb, man. I swear every time this man comes in against a righty, he's hitting a fucking nuke. It's just how it is. He ends up hitting a homer for us. We end up being up 5-1. And as you can see, the screen is completely frozen. He is going to end up quitting. I do go to look at something because... midway through the game, he wanted to be my friend, and I know what he wants to do then, so I accepted it. I want to see what he does at the end of the game. I want to see if he messages at all, see what he says. I go ahead and accept it. Don't know why I didn't accept it just there. Lost connection with opponent. He quit. He's going to end up shit-talking us here in a second. 812 rating. He boosts us up to 896. So we're only 1 game now away from World Series. We're going to be pitching Reed Detmers for the World Series game. A lot of people probably be confused with that, but I like him. You are a pussy using cap. Yeah. That's what he said. I go ahead. I give him a little blush face. Yeah. He got fucking pretty salty over the menace. This guy's got Jose Alvarado on the mound. Really fucking different. Never in ranked seasons have I faced a reliever to start. Not once have I dealt with that. But, yeah, he's starting Jose Alvarado. I was kind of caught off guard. Can't lie. He's 98 and 67. He's not bad by any means, but I'm confident with 3 Detmers. Mike Trout in 364 with a 1300 OPS. Pretty solid hitting stats. Pretty solid player. He is a World Series player. I'm going to change my settings here. I think I'm changing to pinpoint. I'd prefer pinpoint and Reed Detmers. But crazy fucking thing, guys. In anticlimactic fashion, the guy fucking quits. The guy quits without even playing a fucking AB, and we get the World Series. Most anticlimactic shit, bro. It fucking stinks, but it is what it is. All right, I should say, who are my MVP? Who is my MVP, and who is my least valuable player? My LVP, whatever the fuck you want to call it. My MVP has to go to Albert Pujols. Man is a fucking monster. I love Albert Pujols. Alfonso did great. Trout did great. Pitching staff did great, but none of them got multiple starts. Can't really give it to them. I could give it to Bobby Miller, I guess, because he went 8 innings, but I got to give it to Pujols, man. I fucking love the dude. That one first tough game where Randy was getting lit up, he is a huge factor as to why we still won that game. He brought in 3 of the runs by himself of the 6. He was huge. Came through clutch. Even got another hit afterwards that didn't bring in a run, but I'm pretty sure he scored afterwards. Huge fucking plus by him. Our worst player has to go to Joe Mauer. I think it's an obvious pick. I mean, he was fucking terrible, man. He made amazing swings. None of them turned into hits. We had 2 swings in the first game that could have been homers. I'm pretty sure I didn't show a third that could have been a homer. He had a perfect line out. Then he had a fucking nice line drive to center for an out again in that game. 5 lineouts or 5 well-hit balls not turning into hits in 3 games played is a fucking issue. No, he was the worst player. He didn't really do anything. The only hit he got was a really cheesy stinker hit. I can't really see him being anything but the worst player on the team for who did good and who did bad. Nobody did worse than him. That was fucking terrible. That might be the dumbest way to earn World Series, but I did it. I don't know why he quit. He was starting with his bullpen. I was really confused, but he quit. So, who we're going to take here? We're going to take Greg Maddux. Come on now. We're going to give Greg Maddux a shot. He's also Takashi. And if you don't know, I'm trying to earn every Takashi card in the game. Currently, I have almost all of them. 2 of the base round and Bob Feller. 2 I'm just missing. I can literally buy Bob Feller right now and pretty much 1 of the base round guys. So I'm definitely after that. But yeah, I don't know. We made World Series off the guy quitting. Guy saw my team or something, or maybe saw my record, and he just quit. He wasn't interested. He was starting his bullpen too. I don't know what the fuck that was about. That was weird. Maybe he's trying to make it so all of his starters regain stamina. I don't know. Well, hopefully you enjoyed the video. We made World Series in a very anticlimactic fashion, but we did it.